What's up, traders? My name is Layla and welcome back to this week's no-nonsense market recap from Bullish Bear. Markets kept investors busy this week with AI-fueled optimism, cooling labor data, and geopolitical uncertainty. First, the big call. Everscore ISI strategist Julian Emanuel raised his 2025 S&P 500 target to 6,250 from 5,600, driven by what he calls a once-in-a-generation AI productivity boom. He even floated 7,750 by 2026, or in stretch case, 9,000. But that bullish outlook clashes with the steady demand for safe havens like the US dollar and treasury bonds. On jobs, momentum cooled. ADP reported just 54,000 private sector hires in August, well below July's 106,000. Jobless claims ticked up to 237,000, continuing claims held at 1.94 million, and unemployment stayed at 4.2%. A slowdown, yes, but from a strong starting point. Traders now see a 97% chance of a quarter-point Fed cut in September. Fed President John Williams said cuts will be available over time, keeping timing murky. Trade and geopolitics added tension. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent expressed confidence the Supreme Court would back Trump's tariff authority under a 1977 emergency law. Still, with courts already questioning presidential overreach, appeals could drag on. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum hinted at new tariffs on imports from countries without trade deals, China included. Energy stayed volatile. WTI crude rose on Russian supply concerns after Ukrainian drone strikes, and natural gas eased as Russia secured a pipeline deal with China. Gold held near $3,600 an ounce, while Goldman Sachs saying it could spike to $5,000 if Fed independence is threatened. Earnings were a mixed bag. Salesforce beat profit expectations but lowered revenue guidance, highlighting challenges monetizing AI. Figma's first post-IPO earnings missed the mark. Nvidia and Palantir slipped on risk-off sentiment, but Signet Jewelers and Campbell Soup surprised to the upside down, showing consumer resilience. Tesla and Lucid fell on soft international sales, while PepsiCo climbed on activist involvement. Apple got a lift from a court win protecting Google search royalties, Meta tweaked its AI chatbots, and Kraft Heinz announced its plans to split into two companies. In AI and cloud, volatility continues. CoreWeave remains up more than 130% since its March IPO, but has dropped more than half since June, proof the sector can swing wildly. And politics didn't stay out of the picture. Trump's Fed nominee, Stephen Moran, faced tough Senate questions about independence, while Fed Governor Lisa Cook came under DOJ investigation for alleged mortgage fraud, escalating the drama around central bank leadership. The bottom line is, with jobs data softening, AI stocks swinging, and geopolitics in flux, investors are watching next week's jobs report and Fed signals closely. Expect more market whiplash as opportunity and risk continue to run side by side. For more updates, tune in next week as we continue to track the market's every move, and subscribe down below to Bullish Bear for more market recap videos. And until next time, stay disciplined, manage your risk, and remember, bears make money, bulls make money, but pigs get slaughtered. See you in the trading room.